Rosie and Felix, Rosie and Felix. Rosie is a rabbit and Fox is Felix. Rosie and Felix, Rosie and Felix. Rosie is clever and hungry Felix.
Once upon a time, in a lush forest, there lived a clever little rabbit named Rosie. Rosie was known throughout the forest for her quick wit and resourcefulness. One sunny morning, as she hopped along the forest trail, she heard a rustling in the bushes. Out of the bushes emerged a sly and greedy fox named Felix. With a cunning grin, Felix said,
"Hello, dear Rosie. I'm quite hungry today, and I wonder if you could help me find some food."
Rosie, always cautious of Felix's tricks, replied,
"Of course, Felix. Let's work together to find some delicious berries and sweet carrots."
As they ventured deeper into the forest, they found a beautiful berry bush. Rosie pointed it out to Felix and said,
"Here, Felix. This bush is full of the sweetest berries you've ever tasted. You can eat your fill."
Felix, being greedy, had other plans. He said,
"Thank you, Rosie, but I have a better idea. Why don't you climb up and pick the berries for me? That way, I won't have to strain myself."
Rosie, always quick on her feet, had a plan of her own. Essie agreed to climb the bush, but insisted that Felix should stand below and open his mouth to catch the berries. Felix eagerly agreed, thinking he'd get an easy meal. Rosie climbed up the bush and began picking berries. But instead of dropping them into Felix's mouth, she carefully placed them in a hollow log nearby. When the log was full, she called down,
"Felix, you can open your mouth now."
Felix opened his mouth wide, expecting a cascade of berries, but nothing came. He looked up to see Rosie giggling in the hollow log full of berries. Realizing he'd been outwitted, Felix grumbled,
"You're smarter than I thought, Rosie. I won't try to trick you again."
Rosie hopped down and shared some berries with Felix as a gesture of goodwill. From that day on, Felix learned that it's better to be honest and work together, rather than trying to take advantage of others. The moral of the story is that honesty, cooperation, and cleverness can lead to better outcomes than greed and deceit. Rosie, the clever rabbit, taught Felix, the greedy fox, an important lesson about the value of working together and being truthful.
Kids, remember to be like Rosie, smart and honest. And share this story with your friends to remind them of the importance of kindness and cooperation.